Just look at that. Ernie here, Paleo Hiker MD, and out today for another little hike. Back out on the Wild Azalea Trail, and I'm looking forward to heading out to one of my favorite spots and doing a little bushcraft today. I've got my axe with me, my knife. I'm gonna go down by the stream and start a fire and try to have a little fun today. Just do some relaxation. The last couple nights it's finally gotten nice and cold into the mid 40s, which for Louisiana that's nice and cold. And should have killed most of the mosquitoes off. So out here on a section of the trail that I like the most because it seems to be kind of the most remote. Getting to the trailhead is a little bit trickier, and you got to know it's there. So anyway, hang out with us today. I'm planning on trying to collect and try out different sources of tinder out here. Got my fire kit with me. We'll try to make fire with char cloth, with some Fatwood. So stay tuned as we figure out what we can use in the forest here in Louisiana to start a fire and cook up some sausage maybe. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so one of the things I'm looking for to show you guys is I've used Fatwood before on the channel, but I wanted to show you guys hopefully an easy way to collect some Fatwood just to make a one-time fire. I'm gonna look around. I found one back there. It really didn't have what we needed, so I'm gonna show you guys what to look for. Even if we don't find what we want, we'll give you some ideas. So let's see what we can find. All right guys, this could be perfect here. This is a long, very tall pine that has obviously come down, and there's this right here. Even though it's kind of far up, we're gonna cut it with the saw just to see if there's anything in there. Now it's way up on the tree, but this tree has been downed probably for a while, so let's saw that thing off and see if we find any Fatwood. Hope this shows up really well, but that is absolutely pure Fatwood. It is dark as dark can be, and we're going to utilize it today. I'm going to come up here, cut off right up here, and we'll just split this in half, and you guys are going to see how easy it is to start a fire with Fatwood. Alright guys, I actually want to show y'all a couple of things. First, I just took a slice right off of this, and I want to show y'all this because I have the sun here. You can see right through that. That is pure Fatwood. The other thing I'll tell you is this. I cut this, see all this right here, this dust, and then I cut this over here, this dust. Let me collect that dust and show y'all something. If you're in a situation where you don't want to waste anything, you get that dust, and here it is. Let me show y'all. I'll bring this down for you guys. This is just the dust that came from where I cut that Fatwood off. Now let's see if we can get this to go, huh? So there you go. That shows you, even just the dust you can use. Alright guys, I'm back to where I made my fire last time. Kind of out here because the mosquitoes are less here. Should have brought a long sleeve, but didn't. So I'm going to collect some firewood. And there's a downed tree over here. I'm going to try to get some firewood out of that. And process it down and get some fire going. Maybe cook some sausage up. Let's go get some wood. Here's some smaller stuff. Alright guys, so here's the Fatwood. And funny enough, I accidentally dropped it in the water. So we're going to have waterlogged Fatwood. Still going to work like a champ. So we're just going to split this in half. So there you go. Fatwood. Absolutely perfect. We're going to take one of these pieces and we're going to make a fire. Alright guys, so we're actually going to make two different fires today. First we're going to make with a traditional bird's nest, just to show you guys how it works. And I'm going to use a piece of char cloth. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the piece of char cloth lit. Now one of the things I think is really important when you're doing this is to take your time. I'm going to light this, it doesn't take much to get the char cloth lit. You guys can see it's lit. I'm going to put it inside of my bundle, just like that. And then I'm going to bring this around. And just slowly start blowing into it. You want to be patient when you're making a fire because you're allowing that char cloth to really get into a hot ember. So no go. This pine straw is still a little wet. So let's do something. This is what we're going to do. I'll show you all this. Get the pine straw, okay, and just kind of rough it up a little bit. Just like that. And we're going to take a little bit more care this time. By roughing it up, you're creating more surface area for hopefully something to catch. So we're going to grab another piece of char cloth, all right? We're going to try this again, and I'm going to make sure this time that my cloth is really in the center of the piece of the area that I roughed up. So let's try it again. There you go. Fire. So of course we could put that down and put our twigs on top, but we're gonna have some fun today with our fatwood. So I'm gonna throw this in the stream. Alright guys, so now kind of for the fun. This fatwood is just awesome stuff to work with. So we're gonna take our big chunk of fatwood. Now you want everything ready for your fire. I've got my fatwood, which I'm going to put on here. I've got a base to absorb the moisture. This is wet sand. I've got just a little bit of pine straw to get things going. My first stage, which is small twigs. My secondary stage, and then some bigger ones just for later. So we're going to take the back of the knife and try to get an edge. It works best if you have an edge like this. Kind of cut that off. Do two of those over here. Okay. Simple. Usually doesn't take much. There you go. A little wet, so make sure you let it catch. Just be patient. You'll get yourself a fire. All we need to do is get this more centered in where my pine straw actually is, which is over here. Just don't panic when you're making a fire. We have everything we need here to make a fire go. So we just need some patience. These sticks will catch if you give them time. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's definitely still wet. I'm going to give it another minute or two before we put the last section of wood on. I'm going to put that right on top and let it go. This back side of the fire is really not lit. So I'm going to blow some air from the front over here to try to get this back side, because there's tons of pine straw over here. If I can get that pine straw going, we'll be in business on the back side too. But it's just about patience at this point. Alright guys, when you're having a hard time because things are wet, just one idea. Pull off a log or two, okay? Carefully, obviously. Put down some small stuff, and then put your stuff back on top. And you'll kind of rekindle things a little bit. Hopefully this time it'll work. Alright guys, so little treat. Got 2 sticks here. Just sharpen the point off a little bit, bottom, so that I can stick it in the sand. And got some sausage. So put them right there. Make a snack. Next is my coffee. Show you guys what I got. This is a little pouch. Found it in the trash can at work, so it's got a couple little loops right here. I'll show you guys. I got a little test tube full of salt. I got 2 little micro containers, one with garlic powder, one with Tony Chachere's, and over here is my Starbucks Via and my creamer. Just turning the old sausage. Getting a little sausage sizzle. Somebody over there, I'm not real sure if they're camping or what, but they've been checking me out. I'll find something to make me a little stir for my coffee. Don't have to boil water for coffee. This water I brought in, so I'm just making it warm. Don't have to boil it. Basically just getting the bark off. There's bacteria on the bark, so they say, so I always take the bark off. Put my coffee back on, wanted it a little bit warmer than it was. I don't know about you guys, but I like my sausage to be nice and crispy. Pretty much the last time I would, so cut just enough, I think. No matter where I go, smoke. Well guys, that was good. A little sausage. some tasty coffee. I'm gonna put the fire out and hike back and enjoy a little quiet out here. Walk over here and see who's over here. Somebody wants to camp out around here, so I don't want to make them feel like they can't. So I'll let this fire burn for another 10-15 minutes. Head home. I sure do love being outside. Just not the smoke in my eyes. Here's an opportunity, guys, kind of what I was looking for earlier. This is cypress tree. Some of the best kindling you'll find. You don't want to hurt the tree, but anything that's already coming off, even the littlest bit, I collected, I put in my pack, so that's what I'm going to do here. Alright guys, so heading back, and I'm going to keep my eye out, try to collect a little more tinder as I go for future trips. Particularly the cypress, like I just showed you guys. You avoid Mr. Hanging Spider. So nice to be out. It's about 65 degrees. Appreciate you guys joining me. Had fun today. Made fire 2 ways: char cloth and fatwood. Also harvested fatwood. Showed you guys how to do that. Just remember, find the downed pine tree and try to find the lowest branch. The best branches are branches that have already been broken off. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys continuing to watch the channel. Hope that hope the videos are fun. Trying to make them shorter. Not a video producer, just doing this for fun. So trying to find ways to make things better, make the channel more popular. Certainly getting plenty of followers, so it's pretty exciting. Just nice to be outside. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Avoid the mosquitoes. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys.